on this. They known it. We've seen it throughout Stage 4. Surge, we have not seen it through Stage 4, but they have, obviously they're scrimming it every day. They're feeling confident to pick this in map 1.
Well, it's what we've said for FaZe for months. Like, it was their auto ban, right? And we said it'll come into play eventually. At some point this year, Crowder and the boys will have it into play, and it's starting to become more and more prominent. Now we'll see what they can actually do here. We kick things off on sub-base. Seattle Surge in a great position within the tournament, looking to get back-to-back top sixes, just running into a strong phase. Can they maybe get the upset? But right to the sub-base we go, and a BZ getting to work.
Yeah, and I think what's going to be important throughout this map number 1, it's just going to be, for me, you're going to have to keep this messy if you are Seattle Surge, right? I think the slaying, you're going to look at phase to take over. Right? When we know sub-base, why Optic's so good at this, why Ultra, it's this middle of the map slaying, controlling power positions, putting you in a spawn trap. Seattle Surge cannot allow that to happen. They need to keep 1 or 2 alive, have consistent trades, then use that teamwork like we're seeing right now in the middle of the map.
And you used a good phrase kind of talking about who, Go 4, how relentless they were last time we casted them. Like, they can really dictate the pace, the tempo. It's just a tougher task to do it against a team like this. Yeah,
this isn't the map for it. It's just not the map for it, where Hook's going to be running down the middle of the map on Vista, having 50 engagements. It's not going to be it. This is going to play a lot differently. You can maybe find some routes, some angles, but you're just, again, going to need teamwork, almost like you would see in Search. The trades have to be there.
It's just not like your typical fundamental hardpoint map, right? Like, or maybe some of those values will come through for them, but we'll see what they're able to do. Great start from Draza. You're out to 7 and 4, 3 through on the feed for FaZe, and now soak it up this time. First person maybe put some of the pressure on is going to be 0-4, but a boost is going to get dropped. The push is going to continue to get staggered. You got 20 seconds or so remaining that you can accrue here, but 0-4 dials up 3. What an individual moment from him. Cell, I thought was going to react a little bit late, maybe get caught, but he'll take him out, but it's 0-4 that gets him into the point. Just not a ton of time remaining there, but you do flip it, you spawn out FaZe. Now they have work to do to get across the map.
I mean, yeah, you just held on the map position if you are Seattle Surge, right? You were rotating towards P3. The problem is now you're hoping there's not 15 seconds left, and a BZ finds 2 to get up the middle of the map, so immediate pressure on this P3. If 0-4's 3 comes with like 10 seconds left, this could be a full 60. It still may be, but a BZ taking a water route, trying to get behind enemy lines.
We'll see if the pinch time it will work out. They're picking this up. They're looking for him, but he's going to get in behind. Enough tags in. Can't quite finish it. Finally able to do it. Now you're back into the point with 35 remaining. So good stuff there. Nice route from a BZ. You get in. And yeah, I think you nailed it. Just, I think we say that a lot. It's like you get that 3 down, you get that 4 down. It's like a 5-second difference. Can really be everything between them getting like an opening crack at the hard point or you enjoying an easy 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to do the same thing if you're Seattle Surge, right? 30 seconds left. They get spawned out. FaZe get the flip. That's where that lead comes into play, and now it's just a rotation battle. You do have one player pushed on up. That's gonna be Brezzy. Immediately gets traded out. So now on the Hook in the middle of the map, and I think a much better start here, right? If BZ doesn't pop 2, you're not across the 50-yard line. Hook's gonna be the point man, and he's able to find the first.
Yes, this looks a whole heck of a lot better, at least for the first 20 or so seconds of the hard point. We'll see when the first push really comes through for FaZe. So far, you're finding the kills in volume if you are Seattle Surge. Now you've kind of gotten across the halfway point of the map where I thought 0-4 was going to be in trouble there for a second, but the problem is you get the pick out of the hard point, you allow Simp to come through, he gets 3 or 4 before he drops, and now even if FaZe is going to get time, you get Surge out of it.
I mean, Draza just wins the one-on-one. He's able to win the first one. Simp was pushing through that P2. He was on 3 in a row. Now it's just a battle for position. Only 20 seconds left, but a nice recovery here for Seattle Surge. 0-4 going off, back-to-back headshots. And again, with 15 seconds left, this will allow your teammates off, spawning into position. Ooh. The headshots are raining in right now for Surge.
He is frying right now. 4 straight up to 13 and 8. And yeah, slay heavy map like this, the question was who's going to be able to put up the numbers? We talk about 0-4 in the search and destroy, but he's got the ability to do it inside of the respawns as well. And he's really the one putting up numbers for the team right now.
That's a hell of an aid by Hook. I mean, that lands like right at the window. Unfortunately, his teammate is there, so a BZ on the hill.
And more impressive if enemy, but
yeah, no doubt about it. But he knew where that nade was going. But now you see the spawns starting to flip here for FaZe. This is exactly what they want. Abuza, though, he has been so good for them on land throughout the year. A big 2-piece to keep that hill away from FaZe.
He's double negative going into that, but now a great sequence going forward through the stun, able to get a 3rd. Finally, he drops. You're able to get 3 if you are FaZe and battle back through on the point. So after the great Abuza play, it's going to be all Atlanta FaZe. You'll get what, final 20, 25 seconds here. You'll be rotated if you are Surge, but you've already got a BZ fighting on the other side of the map, Cell trying to get into position. You're just leaving one to soak up the time while the other three take the fights.
Yeah, but I think so far throughout the first set, you pretty much have gotten what you wanted if you are Surge, right? You haven't gotten to a really bad spawn trap. If there is maybe a setup out of phase, you've quickly got out of it through a multi-kill.
100%.
You're only down 26. It's just, can you execute better now if you get set up at a P2 or a P3?
We'll see if they'll be able to do that. Abuza trying to set it up for him as he comes through on a double. Brezzy can't enjoy much time inside of the hard point though, but Hook still winning fights as well. His Cell goes over the top, somehow wins it. I thought he was dead to rights, but Abuza can't take the fight, and then Abizi is able to take down two. Hardpoint, I was gonna say it's white for a second, but it's also white when FaZe are inside, so fact is, it's still white.
Yeah, FaZe is finding this time. 20 seconds left. Shadow Surge though again. Brezzy is the man this time through. He's gonna find the double 0-4, and it's all Surge now. They're gonna start to push on forward. Anybody gonna spawn out? No. So FaZe will have position here at P2. But you're gonna have Surge right in your face. But it's Abizi with a double. FaZe now with a 23-point lead. Let's go to a listen-in with FaZe.
No one has time. No one has time.
He's out secret.
2v5 in the secret.
Secret,
They're
who's the weak?
gonna chill time. They're gonna chill time.
Who's the weak? Last two time, I think.
Side time, door. Watch out, side door. On top. He's absolute. He's absolute.
I'm cap, Brezzy. Top two, absolute.
Stay down, Zach. Stay down. I'm studying the time. I'm nailing time too. Nice.
Brezzy dead.
Good shit.
Okay, I feel
Top window. One shot.
Push out, Tyler, push out.
Time.
To be behind. Okay, let's go. No call this time. It's
I'm rolling down.
Heard.
No, I was no weak.
On top snow.
You went where else? To us.
Brezzy's hitting gold. Brezzy's hitting gold. Brezzy's hitting gold.
Look my barrel. Brezzy weak.
They're hitting gold for sure.
Brezzy dead.
Can we side door?
Jump to me, Kyler.
Watch out.
There's two.
Top window. There's two.
I got him.
Watch out. There's two. Watch out.
I got one. I'm
Nice.
gonna go left. Play warehouse together.
Yeah.
I want to reverse.
Yo, top right warehouse. He went up the. He walked up the steps.
On him.
He walked up the warehouse.
Nice.
Nice shit.
That guy might spawn out. That guy's gonna spawn out. Okay.
Yeah, there's one. I'm
trying to go fast.
Yeah, wait.
Yo, top snow, Brezzy.
I'm trying.
He's on the catwalk. He's on the back catwalk.
Back before dead.
The back catwalk. Try to stay alive.
Back west. See this one.
Try to stay alive, Chris.
On team
Yo,
back.
stun back right.
On team back, bro.
They're spawning out with you guys.
Yeah, no, I don't know
On
why.
team us. Chris, I'm trying to feed.
04 mid
I'm
alley.
these guys in the back. I'm saying, try and go
Back, dead.
Nice, try and
Dead.
Nice.
I rose.
Good fucking break. I'm trying to block you.
Tunnel that.
So listen, I rose. Everyone, I know. He's
Use time.
Top B2. Top B2.
You want to play me too.
One tunnel.
Oh, he's running in the back.
In the back,
It's fine. 0-4 on time.
Well, as we get back to it, Joe, we were just chatting kind of off comms about the break there again for FaZe, but a spawn comes through for Surge, and suddenly you're right back into the point.
Yeah, but big chance here. You hear Hooch starting to get fired up. They're going to need a response of full 60 potentially at this P4. Pretty much deja vu to the first rotation, right? If you get a lot of P2 if you are FaZe, at least split the time. Early pressure from Seattle Surge. They handle it, but then it's a break at this P3. But here we go. You're down 55 or so if you are Seattle Surge, but middle of the map, going the way of FaZe. Simp and Draza leading the way. Simp able to find the first. Backed over to Abizi, but who hits the headshots? Well, what did they do last time? They isolated the players on the hill. This time a little bit differently. Simp and Cell now in control.
It was, what, a 3 or 4 streak for Simp last time in a very similar scenario, just picking them apart as they get bodies towards the point, and ultimately you're able to get in. That was number 6 to get the cruise before he dropped, so Simp taking over in a big P4 break. Lead, though, I mean, it's still vulnerable if you're FaZe. The opportunity is there for Surge. You just got to link it together a couple hard points. They have not been able to do that yet.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been able to really link one together.
Yeah, true,
right?
yeah.
FaZe have done a good job breaking, but you've recovered again. Maybe a chance here. The problem is when things do start to get ugly, you at least have that cruise missile now for Atlanta FaZe. But yeah, I guess when it's all said and done, you're within 40. You have P5 control in the middle of the map, though, is Atlanta FaZe. Simp with the first Draza trying to connect. Nice movement, stays patient, and they find 3.
Comms were flowing and they listen in, and they continue now as they'll battle back through another break. So many throughout this. The 2 HP goes Abizi. Can't get back the full before he drops. Draza trying to watch the wrap through, trying to deal with people through window. Can't deal with either, so we get over to Celium on 3 straight, and you fight back through if you're Seattle Surge. A team effort to get back in and stay alive. I mean, to be fair, there hasn't been like a lot of clean time for FaZe either. They've just got it in bigger chunks.
Yeah, this is it though. This is going to be your chance. When we see teams go on swings, but it's aBeZy with the double, aBeZy able to hit the shots, and there is another break from the Tiny Terrors.
And the fact Simp gets a second after that, just pure filth.
They just flipped this map.
Yep, they certainly did. Next Hardpoint ready to go. Off to the races you go. You have a 3-on-2 for a second, maybe, if you're Seattle Surge, but we'll stick with aBeZy's POV as he's playing up top. Draws it down low. Will be the one getting mixy around the point, and Brezzy up to the task to deal with that. How clean can you make this if you are Seattle Surge? Back over to aBeZy, just trying to play that top slay heavy roll. Take it down one. Great position there to help on a second as Simp is actually able to get the kill. The Calm is one and weak. He gets away. Hook able to reposition and take down one, but Simp running away again. He's on 5 in a row again. Still has the cruise to use, looking for more.
I mean, this guy's just 31 and 18. We saw it versus New York. Now he's starting to do it here.
He's
can use it with the rival, can use it with the MCW, and yeah, this guy trying to win MVP.
Sometimes I feel like I'm gassing him too much, but I don't know if you can. He's 33 and 18, 7 in a roar. He's been roaring, talking trash throughout the weekend, and looking like the best player in the world. 19 seconds left to close this one out. Surge, you still got a chance to do it, but you're gonna need a big break upcoming.
Yeah, the problem is, though, is aBeZy gets on through, so spawns go the way of Atlanta FaZe, and now I start to hear Hooch is starting to roar. They know it's Simp. He still has a cruise. If he wants to use it, you only need 12 more seconds.
Draza winning a fight. Simp taking out one as well. One player remaining for Surge and aBuZa. Sorry, at Hook, and he's got to wait on the rest of the people to spawn in and get there, but just 3 seconds needed. Don't think you can do it. You're lined up. You're shut down. FaZe fry him in the map 1. Simp puts up another MVP effort.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck I made it. Where were you? Yeah, that was fun.
He sure does, and I think he played that pretty well.
Bro, I was literally...
All considering, if you are Seattle Surge, you kept it close within range, but it was just a brace. This reminds me of like old FaZe when they were so good at breaking hills in past titles. It's not always the cleanest hardpoint, but they are such a strong breaking team, and they show it there multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, if you take out 3 or 4 of those hardpoints and you deal with like maybe one more push from FaZe, like one more wave,
or the first one,
like yeah, or the first one. I mean, you're looking at a much tighter game where you have a chance to make a run at the end, but you just do it consistently if you're FaZe. You had to stop that break at some point. You weren't able to do it. Yeah, no, that was a good point. Like, reminds you of like MW19, something where they're just flying, breaking, couldn't hold anything. But when they were dictating the pace in the gunfights, they were busting on through. Simp, 5,500 damage, 35 kills through. Anything else popping out?
I mean, 04. I mean, he had so many moments. He's got 6,400 damage, leads the lobby. Just need a little bit more help in some of those moments, and that's kind of the issue, right, with sub-8s. What we talked about coming into this, sort of your guy maybe in Hooch, who leads the team in damage throughout this stage in Hardpoint. It's just tough for him on a map like this. It is the way he wants to play. But we'll see. Again, that was their map pick. If we get to a map 4, that's a Karachi, where he'll be a little bit more comfortable with that rival.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get something going a little bit more there as we look through some of the highlights. I don't know. It felt like every hardpoint felt similar. I mean, you did a good job on multiple where like there was an early break for FaZe and you broke back if you were Surge, but just felt like, I don't know, each hardpoint would be like 30 points for FaZe, 20 for Seattle. 30 points for FaZe, 20 for Seattle. Just like over and over and over again. And it kept it close enough that maybe you could make a run, but...
You know, I think this is obviously when we talk about maps and modes, this was a discussion, right? 6-star was open. We've seen both of these teams play 6-star. You know, you obviously have that choice if you were Seattle Surge, map number 1, but they opt to go for sub-base. Again, FaZe has been working on this. We haven't seen it throughout this stage from Seattle, but depending on how scrims have been going, they decided to try to bring it out here, a little of a wild card, but yeah, FaZe just a little bit too good.
Yeah, we figured we'd see more of it from FaZe eventually. I mean, it took 3/4 of the year before it really started to work in, but you're trying to widen the map pool as much as you can, and even though they're still a good Vista team, we has a couple of losses there. You're just trying to get better wherever you can, and for that one, you know, it's against Surge team, one of the better hardpoint teams in the league right now. You look really, really strong, so maybe another one in the backpack now for Atlanta FaZe. Look at the overall game flow, and yeah, you kept it close, but like, again, like just the way it's hard, it's just like, again, like 30, 20, 30, 20. Like, you just have this little edge as you're going through.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's the 2P3s. I mean, that was both times.
Yeah.
If you were Surge, where you were there first, and it was just, wasn't always a ton of time for Atlanta FaZe, but they just broke the setups. They were always in position. They were blocking the spawns.
And they did
exactly what they wanted.
Both P4s, too. I mean, what? The first one, Simp gets, I think, 3 straight. Draza ends up winning a big one-on-one and they get in. And then what? The next one, it was 4 or 5 straight for Simp as they pushed on through. And it's like, maybe you deal with that at one Hardpoint where the break comes in early, but back-to-back, that's going to be real tough. That's going to be real tough. We're going to take a look at some of the incredible stats that we saw from that one. 04 was putting up some digits in that. He kept it going throughout the course of the game, but Simp at the FaZe side, a little bit too much to handle. But how it's looking across Major 4, these are the stats in S&D. And I mean, well, we were talking about them in Hardpoint, how good they've been in Search. They've been doing it as well.
No, I mean, that's just it. I mean, 04 has just been so darn good in Search and Destroy. Again, this is only Major 4. They only have one match, so stats are going to look maybe just a little bit inflated, but honestly, that 2.0, that 1.54 aren't far off to what these guys know how to do.
Yeah, it's always tough. I mean, if you want to show the stats how they're going on the weekend, you just have to, yeah, it's not really comparable to like your full qualifier stats usually when you've got one match played and these guys put up some absolute digits. But Atlanta, their Search and Destroy overall, I mean, they had some misplays, some man advantage situations they threw away at the last major. They really wanted to clean that up, and they did throughout this. I mean, I know overall in the season you're first and everything, but like you had a rough stretch there.
Yeah, I mean, you were on 4 on Sunday at the major, right? You lose 2 to Ultra, you lose 2 to Optic. They probably don't think that was going to happen. Again, a lot of misplays, a lot of clutches they allowed happen. But they refocused. They refocused on it. When they are at their best, it's through the Search and Destroy. They have been so good here throughout Stage 4, throughout the year, first in so many categories. And on this Karachi Hardpoint throughout Stage 4, they've been 3-0. So you're asking a lot here for Seattle Surge.
No, I mean, there's a lot of impressive things about the FaZe Dynasty. I mean, it's just been going on for ages now. They've been good across most modes, but like Search and Destroy might be the most impressive. I mean, you've had some really good Search teams over the years, but even really good Search teams have like some up and downs. Like they've, I know they had like a rough Sunday, but for the most part, they've been the best Search team in the game for 5 years. It's just kind of absurd. And we'll see what now they can do though. Into our map to Karachi. Atlanta FaZe on offense and poised to strike early as we hop over to Cell.
Yeah, pretty slow round here. You see Surge, they're really controlling up top satellite, just trying to get angles on towards B, but FaZe are just waiting this out. Yeah, Simp sort of lurking, playing that island role. It looks like this will be a B execute. But it's just a waiting game throughout these first 30 seconds.
Hook. He'll be playing that waiting game, just waiting to get eyes through on the cross or see the smoke. There's the smoke on through. And now the nade just to check if he's on bomb. Not going to be there as we see pushed through bridge, and Draza one-ways the living hell out of him.
No, he just runs through the smoke. Yeah, he doesn't see him top bridge, and now Abizi able to find the second. Abuza does find one. Celium, though, with the trade on to Brezzy, so down to Abuza. They know his position. 30 seconds left. They don't have bomb planted, though. But he's going to have to do a lot to find the ace.
Yeah, I guess he can see. On my POV, like, for Codcaster, it's tough with the other. I was like, I don't know if he can see him. Like, it felt like that seemed impossible, but Draza just wins it. Puts him down, gets the first blood. The rest fall like the next dominoes, and you're up 1-0 if you are FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no trophies in round 1. They're trying to put a team nade on it. On the bomb, he's not there, and I think who just got zapped. He has no clue where he is at, but Draza crossed through under bridge, found the first blood, and that gave basically the Abizi the green light. And once they get to that spot, round is over.
So far, so good. Next round, ready to get locked and loaded. We'll see if Abizi can continue off the hot start at 2-0, but now offense for Seattle Surge. We'll see what bag of tricks maybe they've got to work with. It's all up B and mid-cut. Top AC, I think you've got Abizi, and we'll see when he's going to opt to pounce. Sorry, bottom balcony, he'll be set up. Crazy gunfight that 04 is able to win for the first blood, but as we saw Abizi bottom balcony, now he's able to pounce, get another kill. Looking up and reading it perfectly is Abizi. 4-0 start for him. And after the first blood, It's now numbers to face.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Hook's stun was going to connect onto Abizi, but it doesn't. And then Abizi is able to find the double. They execute well in the middle of the map to find the first. But it was Abizi's play Coop side. He's just able to, well, get the bomb carrier, then find the second, now trying to find the third. The shot's in onto Hook. But they have all the info. They probably know bomb is down.
Yeah, if he got that kill, I'm dumb. Like, he took half his HP, but that's ambitious, obviously, with the rival. A 4 out, top 3. What timing will it be? He's able to win it. So 2 for 04 in the round. It's all going to be on him. He's got to work the ace now with 20 seconds remaining in it.
I mean, he's locked because he just caught an MCW midair after he found the kill.
Twisted.
But man's got to get the bomb, plant it to end deal with 2 players. But Abizi just repositions, goes right back to his spot. The smoke is down.
How are we? Hi. Oh, Oh.
We don't get many of those.
Yeah, clap it up. I like that. I like that. We got to see the occasional assassination. Just getting both the sticks in him.
He's got 2 of them.
Yeah.
But Abizi just makes the play. Again, you get the first blood, but he just runs at him through Coop, and then, yeah, to finish the round off.
A little bit of a finisher.
Right on to 04.
He'll be the recipient, Jill. And just a little, he's got a little smirk. Oh, God, the Tiny Terror's the worst.
Of course he goes for that, yeah.
You're shooting bodies, assassinating people. 5-0 for Abizi. As he's trying to look for number 6, right up the gut he will go, and now we'll get vertical, see if he can find anybody. You know, playing the spot he was just in. You've got Hook underneath him. Deddy now out for Abizi as he tries to take a route.
Did he get spotted, though? That's going to be the question jumping into this window. You are playing very far back on the map, but it's really on Hook. The timing Draws is going to get. Here we go. Who could shut this round down? I would imagine now he knows where he's at. 04 is going to find that first blood. He's got no clue. Doesn't check up top, but he's just going to pinch on Cell.
Yeah, Cell's got no shot in this one. Hook able to do it. Simp caught mid-map. Hook taking over and shutting down the round, as you said. All onto Draza. He's able to get 1, but lots of work now to do with 30 seconds remaining into the 1 versus 3. Bomb. Still on Abizi's corpse. Yeah, best of luck with that. 2 out wide, 1 up top. No options there. Surge on the board.
You know, I mean, obviously Atlanta FaZe, what they're doing so far on offense is taking mid-control away. They're trying to not allow Seattle Surge in the defense to cross to this bridge side of the map. But you really haven't had that. But Hook just on the flank there. I was a little bit nervous the timings maybe we're going to start to work the other way. But he lets Draza through, and then he finds 2.
It felt like an hour passed from when he first saw Draza to when he actually was able to get a kill. But like, it's like he's going to close the round eventually. And finally, he was able to do it. Hook taking over in that one. He'll be on 3 straight. Now you get right back into this game. Simp, that massive map 1, still looking for his first into this. Here, FaZe kind of calming furiously, but for now, still pressure to Seattle to figure out where they want to execute. This is 04's POV now on the other side of the map. Abizi's going to get the first blood. He's got Simp to deal with. Draza will line up another. Abuza at least able to trade 1 of those out.
But again, they just have not been able to get bomb out through Coop side.
There we go. Uh-oh.
04, he's making the plays. He has the reads. Abuza finds 1. Can 04 find the second? He sure can.
Little 2v4.
That was a massive round there for Surge. 1v2s on both sides of the map, and they win it.
A little 2v4 action. Nice movement and patience there. I thought for a second when he missed the bullet high, like Simp was going to catch him, but he's still able to recenter it onto the forehead, win the fight, and that's a big one.
Just gets gifted at MCW. Celium's up top. He's like, here we go. 04 again. Just switch to that weapon and spot Simp. So that could have, you might have a lot of those one-on-one engagements. They both like to be those island players inside of red.
2-2, now we go. They've been taken away. Mid-control if you are FaZe. They're back out into mid yet again. Hook, seeing if he can be the playmaker on this side. Just doesn't spot him, and Abizi able to get it. Brezzy technically going to get the first blood. 3-2 in that department right now for Seattle. You've got numbers in the 3v2 now. On to Draws and Abizi to see if they can pay back the clutch he just had on the Surge side. Draws work to get bombed down.
Yeah, did Abuza spot him? That's going to be the question. I thought he did for a second, but they were, bomb planted, so you can win this. And Draza gets away. He still has a smoke to work with. Nade going out, 0-4 immediately on the cross.
Oh.
The nade will hurt Abizi, but Draza from up top can't find the first.
That nade did not work how he wanted it to. They trying to lead the players coming over. Gets a bounce, so it's going to drill Abizi. Abizi now in such a tough situation. They're able to isolate him, drop him, hop onto the bomb, and now 3 straight here for Surge. Because that was Draws's, yeah?
No, I think that was a Surge's
Oh,
player.
I thought that was Draws's.
That would have been insane.
Yeah, I thought it bounced off like
shot.
the lip of it. I was like, that bank might have been insane.
No, I think they just used that smoke.
Well, it was just the
throws a
timing of it.
second
Like, he
nade.
tossed it, we swapped it. I saw just BC take damage. I was like, what was that bounce?
No, that would have been insane. But, I mean, just a great retake there. And again, I mean, you take mid-map control away, but FaZe just getting picked apart.
I was going to question physics for a second, but...
No, you were questioning physics.
The timing of it, I was like, what the hell? Three straight for Seattle. Simp still sitting on a goose egg. Brezzy gets smoked at 53 HP, but he is able to stay up. Now Seattle trying to take the action over towards A, but you're greeted by Celium shooting some absolute beams. Will take out Hook. Now you try to wrap it back, but you're just kind of pinned in.
Yeah, you're very much pinned in. It's just a question of do Abizi and Draza maybe over peak here, but a nice stun. You play for the info. Now you're playing top 3. Abizi just gonna back down. And they're gonna run it. They're playing so aggressive, but the timing is on point. You push through Junkyard. Celium second in the round. Trying to get Simp still on the board, but it's a 1 versus 4 Abuza, and he's got nowhere to go.
Look at the map. Like, they are just hunting. No shot for Abuza in that one. You lose 3 straight. You finally get one to kind of stop that stretch from Seattle in a dominant round here. It started with Cell. First blood, Diner side, and after that, I mean, you just had so much map control and presence of your face.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
they were pinned in 20 seconds in the round.
Abizi and Draza just run through Coop. As soon as they don't have nades, there's nothing. They kind of know, all right, Cell's going to get the first blood, and they trap them in. They do it on both sides, and then they stay active when they rotate back. Cell's able to find 2.
It just felt like so early in the round, I just like nowhere to go if you're Saddle. Like, whoa, okay, well, this is our part of the map, and that's all we got. Abizi looking to get back to work. He's 9-3, triple positive. 1 first blood. That movement doesn't work out. 3 on the feed for Surge. Simp finally gets his first, but he's going to need a whole heck of a lot more. Best of luck with that one. Not going to happen. Surge answered back quickly.
Yeah, and I think you see the switch up there. So what FaZe is trying to do, right, is Abizi got in the top fountain last round, but the problem was he had bomb. They give Simp the bomb. They're hoping Abizi goes in the top fountain. He just missed the jump.
Yep.
So
face plants and everything falls apart at the same time. Like,
yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered because his teammates died around him, but there was the change up. But again, Seattle Surge so strong so far on defense.
They'll get back to round advantage now. It's about even in the first bloods. 4-3 right now for Surge in the first bloods, and that'll be our score line as well. But the 2v4 clutch, really the big one so far in this. 4 trying to get out mid. He catches some nades, but still up.
I think Simp, he wants to throw another nade there. He's hoping that stun hits, and then 04 recovers. They're hoping he's still weak. He's able to win a gunfight. Cell just trying to find an angle onto 04, but he's going to be 150 HP. Hook trying to get aggressive, but Simp knows the timings, knows the openings. He's got his teammates back.
I mean, that is a great job there from 04, just to stay up, get a kill, and get out.
Look at the spot he's into. He uses the smoke. They think it's for the bomb, but he actually works on up.
I thought he spotted me, did. He gets 2 bullets in, but 04 wins the fight. Another round he's taken over. 3 straight for him, working on the ace within this one. Simp and Cell. Their chance now to retake this. 30 seconds to go, and you've got to go. Knock, knock. 04's waiting. They're able to drop him. Now 2 versus 2. 20 seconds left. You just don't have enough time to do this. Abu's able to get the kill. Sim's trying to work up top. And I mean, he would have just had like the most insane, lucky double chow 4-shot smoke show to somehow win that. He gets up top with like 18 seconds left. No real opportunity. 5th round now up. And all the S&D improvements, all the S&D stats in the world leading FaZe. Right now, Seattle in front.
Yeah, the problem is 04. This guy is so good at Surge.
He is. He is.
It's just his impact, how he plays the map. He uses everything to his advantage. Nades, smokes, and he takes space away. And he buys his team so much time. I mean, in that 2 versus 3, they're trying to find 04. Where did he go? By the time they finally do it, there's 25 seconds left.
Abuza, he's on 4 straight as well. You're going to have to win 3 straight rounds if you are FaZe. It's quick pressure over towards B. Hoop getting into a spot. Top balcony, and for now, you're just waiting to pounce and make the play if you are Atlanta FaZe. Draza, so weak. A 4. Of course, he's the one that's actually able to get it after all the damage done there from Hook. Smokes himself again, trying to stay up. But another first blood for Seattle. This time 04 can't win that one. Sip able to take him down.
Yeah, he gets a little aggressive, maybe trying to cut them off so they can't rotate out towards A. Now that is an option. But they get the info. Hoot, though, did he get spotted from Celium up top AC? Hoot just trying to play his life. They have brought this back after the first blood comes in. And Celium, he is usually not this aggressive. This time, though, takes the map away from Surge.
Brezzy trying to take the map back for his side. 30 seconds left to go. Able to spot and stop the plane, and just stays alive. 2 HP. The Magic Man getting out, but gonna have to clutch a 1v2. Now bomb has been planted. Can't get it into a 1 versus 1. The snappage out. Brezzy hits the shots. Onto Cell, working onto the 1v3. One more player to deal with. Can't quite do it. Nearly absolute insanity there from Brezzy, but just comes up short.
I mean, he gave himself all individual one-on-ones. That is exactly how you want to play that clutch. He finds the first one, knows where Cell is ready for it. And then, well, just the timing. Plus, Abizi's got the rival. Hits the nice little jump up, doesn't catch the mantle.
He hit him down to 48. I mean,
that puts Abizi on double digits and keeps the map going.
That would have been one way to seal it. So close there for Brezzy, who hadn't had much going within this map. All the nades hidden, and all the nades hidden. Cell gets 2. Fantastic there from Atlanta FaZe. 4v2 quickly, and it's looking like around 11. I'll say about 4 still alive. I'm not counting them out yet.
And we're seeing that more and more. That's obviously due to the trophy change, right? Coming into the stage. One is not going to save you from a bombardment of grenades coming from over the top towards Coop. So you got to stay patient. They try to get across, and they meet the grenades of Celium.
Abuza, last up. There's a ton of time. Well, 45 seconds. He's got time to work with, but so much work to do. First fight, he's gonna drop. FaZe take back-to-back, push it to around 11, and that one was done as soon as it started.
Yeah, no, that's really it. Not a strong arm nade, but yeah, just the nades on point, and here we're gonna see it. Yeah, just right over the top. Both of those players, one trying to go up top Coop, the other down low. And yeah, you saw the trophy hit. 04's just trying to get away with Brezzy. Saw that reaction.
Yeah, just the sigh, like, this one's done. Here we go. Round 11, massive one now for Seattle. Try and tie this up. Get this extended series. FaZe 2-0 advantage. It's going to be looking pretty grim for Surge, but
I thought it was going to be nades mid again because there was a 3-stack middle from Surge. They ended up stopping though. Now we're going to rotate over towards Coop.
Abizi on 11, and he will play it chaotic and so aggressive sometimes from this position. We've seen him chow 2 or 3 when he's feeling the need to go. Just wait to look through the smoke. Spots one top, able to win that fight. Now on to double digits. Hooked through the smoke somehow with the help of the team. Abizi able to win that. It's Abuza now last alive. 13-5, 4 straight for Abizi. The S&D guys taking over. This one is done. 3 straight rounds to seal it. You had to close that out if you're Surge. You're gonna have a chance in this series. Maybe that's the work they've been putting in to get the S&D back. It wasn't looking great for a little there, but my God, they erupt for the final 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty back and forth. The one round was just that clutch, right? That 4 versus 2 they kind of threw away. Gave Surge the advantage. Down 5-3. They don't allow a 1-on-3 happen. Got very close. Brezzy almost with the maybe play of the tournament. But then what, just the nades, then you have a defense there in the round 11. You get Draza across under the bridge. Abizi stays patient with the smoke. When the smoke goes down, doesn't challenge Hook, waits for the shots from up top. Just great execution from Abizi, and he finishes with 13.
After Brezzy got the second kill, it just deleted. Who was it? Cell or Draws?
Yeah, it was Cell, yeah.
Just gone. I was like, he's winning this. The
felt
BZ
it.
won that because he went vertical and all the shots went into his MCL instead of there being potential for like a 4-bullet headshot. Like, and yeah, he has the rival, but I was like, if this is a 1-on-1, like Brezzy's not losing this after the second one. Like, I was fully a believer, but can't quite do it. Some incredible moments for Surge. You're playing them tough through maps 1 and 2. I mean, really, you have gone to war, but all the work you've been putting in for FaZe to get back to being the best search and destroy team in the game, pulling out little 3v5 victories like that, big part of it.
No, 100%. I mean, yeah, just right adjustments. I think the one thing for FaZe is they really don't go A at all, right? They just went middle of the map and over towards B side. You know, Brezzy at times, you know, he can get caught over towards Cafe, but they opt to leave that side alone. They play around middle of the map, and guess who's Mr. Middle of the map? It's Abizi. He drops 13, and they win the map.
Yeah, the best to ever do it. What a sensational map it is from him. You've lost 2 maps of your Surge. You're in the O2 hole. Thankfully, you're in the winner's bracket, so loss here, you still have potential to fight on, but you are desperately trying to get this one a bit deeper. Can you do it through the control? Can you get the map victory there, and we'll continue on? We'll find out here after the quick break.
Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
SCUF Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuf.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it. Hook and the boys trying to rally now from down 0-2. They have battled FaZe. It's been some tough maps. You push him to around 11. You have your chances in the hard point, but FaZe have packed a little bit too much of a punch, and you're talking about historically the best control team usually in the game. They could be such a threat here, and they're looking to seal the deal.
No, I will say, though, I mean, this high-rise control hasn't been the best throughout Stage 4 for FaZe, 2-2. And really, when you look at the stats, what they've struggled in is they've only won one offensive round. So I feel like normally they've been so good at it through the year. But a map, maybe a vulnerability if you are Seattle Surge, but you're just going to need the overall slaying. 0-4, his series has been unreal. What you need out of a star to beat FaZe, but he needs some help.
Well, I know when we've like casted FaZe here, sometimes on the offense, like they're just looking for that perfect setup, that perfect 4 down, get onto the point, or like hold one on it, find the kills, like bleed them dry through a battle of attrition. Like they don't usually like get into like desperation mode and just like 3 stack. And like we'll see some teams pull off these miraculous rounds. Like I feel like they don't have those a lot. It's just it's by the book or it's not sometimes. And sometimes when they try to be a little bit too perfect, suddenly they don't have enough time to work with because you didn't finish a point. Like we've just seen it on this map. We'll see if that is the case here. Or if it's when it's a little bit more clinical. 0-4 with a nice opening win.
Yeah, for a BZ just decides I'm going to win the map with a rival, which we have seen multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, mid-map just becomes his playground, right? Like, you got Simp with 1 out right now as well. Onto the point, he will go early. They got 2 here now, and him and a BZ. I think you got 2 rivals, so this is going to be maybe difficult to retake, but you're already able to deal with the BZ, deal with Bo. So great job there. You have a rival in the hand of 0-4 as well.
Yeah, I think maybe Simp, it's probably just for the break off.
Yeah.
We'll probably see him pull out another one, but keeping up the pressure is Atlanta FaZe. They find those trades onto the point. Draza gets a trophy down. Gonna quickly go away, but his teammates find 2. A BZ up through, now it's a 4 dead. Now you're just gonna stack this. Well, you're gonna put 2 on it and 1 on A.
B just about to be done. BZ's going to send it on board, at least able to take out 1. What? You got progress at A. B is done. Now you just try to get the perfect moment where you can transition across, but you're waiting for waiting for a BZ to get back in on the action. By the time he gets here, you already lose 1. They deal with that well, so you at least allow them to not perfectly bring this across. You deal with the final player in cell. You'll be able to get pushed out, not get pinned in deep.
Yeah, now the big problem, I tell you, 5 life advantage
Doesn't
with
seem
only
that
1 point.
crazy,
It's not crazy, but the problem is you have 2 minutes with only 15 lives. So
yeah.
FaZe could really slow this down. This is why you saw a BZ pull out a 4th MCW. They are just going to play a little TDM. They're going to use their numbers, work up the map. It just pretty much blew them out.
That's what they want to do usually. That's their recipe to win. Now, can they actually do it? As you have had a nice sequence of kills and another big win there from Brezzy to try to bring this back to even. You get it within 3 lives now. Draza looking for the opening. Best of luck with that gunfight. He tries to turn tail and get away, but can't quite get out of it. Simp, next guy from underneath. That's an insane win on to Hook. But he's quickly traded as he's got 12 HP. So, I mean, you're kind of going every other right now, which at some point might become an issue if you're down in lives, but Surge brought it back to basically even.
Yeah, so 1 minute now off the clock, but this is what I was kind of talking about. There's still a whole minute left, and once the trades start to go the other way, you're only down to 7. That's going to be 4 dead, though. Trophies are on the point. A couple of players are there. A BZ, he's going to hit the underground as well, just in case. So there's going to be pressure on the backside here from a BZ. He may just win them the game.
And they're so worried about getting back to the point. They're not ready for this at all. No respawns remaining. 5 streak from a BZ. And like a lightning strike, that one is done with the quickness. Excellent there from FaZe, and you talked about maybe some of the offensive struggles there. They got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, you know, again, they only had 1 online offensive round win, but here on land, able to find it. Now up 1-0.
And like, I think you did a pretty good job bringing it back if you were Surge. You were down, what, like 5 lives? You get it within 2. The problem was that like 3 down. And then them getting on A, because then it's like all the pressure on Surge, and they had to fly out. That's a great play from a BZ to push through underground as well. But like the second you're on the point, that just changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of a distraction play. You have 2 trophies on it, 2 on A. BZ's like, I got this. And it worked on every part of their push.
It certainly did. We'll be with the BZ here probably for a moment to see if he can actually get this streak as the onslaught starts here from Seattle Surge. Well, he does not get it. You're right out onto B, and 0-4's going to snap back and find the kill. Draza just waiting. Lurking, trying to find an opener, can't take down 1. Nice stuff here so far. You still have a two-man game onto the point.
And who's pushed on up? He's trying to help his teammates, though, so he's going to find Celium. I imagine there's a quick trade onto him, and there is. Almost get the second take on to B, but a BZ on through with the MCW. He has kept it going after that map, too.
Draza, well, he's trying to get it going. He only had 3, I think, through the offense, but while everybody else was taking care of it, as a BZ right back to work. They do deal with draws, but you've got them. I mean, when all the gunfights, when all the guns being fired from Surge are out of your windows, that's a tough spot to be.
No, it's not what you want. Not what you want. 04 does get over towards A. So they're at least will pause the clock, and now they can develop the rest of their push.
Okay.
2 going down for FaZe, so a chance here for Surge.
Draw's just trying to play his life best he can, but he's in the middle of everything. Cell now going to be his turn. Gets back into the B zone, but the pressure is going to be on to A. Cell able to take down 2. 1 player remaining will be Hook. He chows out. BZ with a bit of a flick. Help through from Simp, and both will drop. So you retake control again if you are FaZe.
And now look where Cell is. Right. Cell is so far forward. He played his life. Now he's trying to cut off reinforcements. Nice win there by Abuza. The problem now will be 30 seconds left for Surge.
Let's see if they can get anything going in these final 30 seconds. I thought the centering all right for Draza, but can't quite connect onto it. You pause the clock at 30. You're working towards that extension. You already have 2 ticks done today. Well, the player and Hook that was on to B, they're able to hit the teammates. So good stuff there from FaZe. You run out of bullets there if you're a Celium, so you can't win that gunfight, but the Tiny Tears bring it right back for you. And effective trading out of FaZe will likely be the round. 2 ticks down either side. The Chow, though, is through. A BZ able to take it, and Hook having to scurry away.
Yeah, Hook now just maybe trying to get on towards A to pause the clock, allow his teammates to get out of the spawn. He's going to try to get pushed up, has the MCW. Great shots onto Draza. This will allow Abuza and Brezzy to get towards B. Simp is there on one side, Hook on the other. Trying to do what he can, and he's doing a lot. He just needs his teammates to get onto the point, but a BZ finds another 5 spree.
Oh, God. It's Hook got 3. He's just the only one that got a kill. Not a single other teammate was able to get a kill. You're putting him into the cycle, putting him into the blender as best you can, but the 2 players from FaZe that are still out and fighting, they find them all as well. It's Simp putting on a show with 14 and 8. BZ's got 20. I mean, this has been just one of those Tiny Tears take over the series type of series.
Yeah, I mean, it was map 1 for Simp, map 2 a BZ, and then, yeah, they're both doing it here in map 3. Great plays out of Hook, is just a little bit too late. It's Brezzy and 04 maybe struggling throughout this map. Down 0-2, and yeah, this is gonna take an effort to get back into this one.
You're on another 5 streak if you're a BZ. Last time 04 shut him down from getting the streak. You're gonna try and see if you can do it again. Last time it was double rival as they pushed out onto the B point. This time, keeping the MCW in hand. Simp gonna be playing from the B point.
Hook's on 5, though. He still played his life, so he's got a chance to find a cruise.
True, true. Well,
and BZ's like, I want to get involved, boys, but I'm trying to find this. 04's going to spot him. It might be 04 again who deals with him.
Stun won't connect. Oh, I thought maybe he saw him. Everybody, okay, so his whole team has just died twice. Abizi's probably going to lose patience at some point. Now we're able to get this streak. Finally, he's going to find number 6. You're on 7 in a row if you're Hook as well. So you get the streak there. Crews to work on either side. I thought he caught him with the slide, but nice job retracking if you are 04 as he'll end it with the double. But I spent a lot of time trying to set up that streak. It ends up being a lot of the round.
No, it does. You're not wrong. And if 04 doesn't find that double right there, that would have been a 4-dead scenario. You would have had 2 players on towards A, but he's able to connect with the rival. Simp now, it's his turn to get aggressive. Trying to win this gunfight, has a little bit of help from his duo. Now just trying to play their life. Only 20 seconds, but they know it, so they're gonna get on to B.
It's 5 straight, 1 for 04, so you have a chance to get maybe another streak. You don't have a chance anymore because Simp is able to take down 2, and now he's got another opportunity to get forward. Tiny Tears taking over, 18 on Simp, 22 on Abizi. On the point, and with progression, our Atlanta FaZe looking for the minute extension, trying to do it. Trophies eaten, utility not hitting. 1 player left. It's Simp to try and do it. He gets the help through from Cell as Cell is able to get both, and there you get the extra minute. Abizi's gonna win it on the other side. He gets that kill as well, and Figs might get real ugly. But you have a chance to stabilize maybe if you're Surge.
I think they would have gotten ugly. You would have had 2 players on the point with Celium reinforcing, but then Cell has to find him. So you're still very much in this. You're trying to find another cruise, but Brezzy with some great shots.
Brezzy and Hook slowing it down for now. Minute to go. 4 life advantage now for Seattle. Just trying to at least see another round right now. If you are Seattle, the BZ is not slowed down. He is double positive. A great sequence, though, from Hook and Abuza. Allows Hook to get forward. He's been caught out, though, and Simple deal with it. But time again up against you. 30 seconds now to go. In behind enemy lines will be number 8 and Cell, though. So he's aggressive on one side. You deal with Hook on the other. But as the teammates drop for Cell, it's like, is anyone going to be able to get to him? He's kind of on an island, and he's going to fall.
Yeah, it's very similar to Hook last round. At least you have an extra 20 seconds, though. So with Celium's play, they can work up the map. And now look at this. You have 3 players flying through, maybe all 4 onto this point. A stack to try to win the series.
A stack is in. They're on to the point. First bit is done. Streak coming in. Hook's going to have to use it. 4 and Abuza go big in that moment as well. Abizi's just going to tuck away. 10 seconds to go. The streak may have bought you another round.
Yeah, but Abizi keeps going. There's still 5 seconds. He needs his teammates to get here. He's going to find the first. Is this a chance? Or Abizi with another one? And I get him there. He gets him there. All 4 with a double, but it... Oh, they get off the point.
He didn't get on it. I thought Abizi was going to kill everybody in call game there, but just enough life left in Seattle. And just too little time for Atlanta FaZe.
And I think Draws is here. I think he just steps off the point for that half second.
Yeah.
Just steps off of it.
I thought after Abizi gets 3, right? I mean, that's done. It's just get off it for a moment. We'll see it again. Abizi is on 5 straight again. He drops. You got 0.8 on it. And you just needed a step and a half.
Yeah, but what a double out of 04. I mean, he finds that.
Yeah.
If he doesn't find the double, game's probably over.
Now a chance to close it out on defense if you are FaZe. Or is it a wondrous offense for Seattle Surge? So far, so good. Hook and Brezzy attacking. Hook already getting to a threatening position. You'll have to pick that up. That'll be Draza likely to deal with it, or maybe Simp off a spawn. Not going to be Draza, because he's already going to get picked. It'll be Simp that can then deal with it, but you're already on to B. First bit done.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised nobody turns there. They knew they were underground, but maybe they're thinking he backs up to get on towards B. Abizi? Okay, at least finds one. Cell fell off the map. That's where he went. I thought maybe he killed him.
No, that's what I thought too. Just the timing of it. Abizi was just blowing up everything. Up, hello. I'm still here.
Well, he's on 32. He's double pie. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, no, literally, quite literally. Do whatever you want if you're Abizi right now. This guy is in the zone. The Tiny Terror Clinic, too much for Seattle Surge. Abizi continuing to win fights. You almost have B done. You almost have that added minute. It's been pretty even everywhere else. Draza trying to make sure they can't get through, and he's got a big contest and good help from Sip and Cell to make sure the minute extension not in quite yet for Seattle Surge. Now to Cell's POV, top heli, just trying to get in damage.
And who finds the opener? It was Abizi again. Brezzy was off spawn. I thought maybe he was gonna make a play. They just fly at Abizi. Draza is gonna be the next man up. Now it's Simp. Has the pre-aim there, throws the stun out, a little vert nade. And well, Abizi off spawn with another double.
I didn't even think he was like back in the mix yet.
No, yeah, me neither.
Sip looks dead to rights, but his duo's like, I got you. 36 for Abizi, 15 seconds left to go. Panic time right now in the winner's bracket of UR Seattle Surge. Trying to tippy-tap Draza out of the point, but good trigger discipline and patience there for him to win the fight. You get on and stop it for a second, but then you're traded out. Simp still here for the contest, waiting on the troops to rally and clear them out of it. Hook will drop. 3 seconds to go. Abizi, of course. Another double. It's 38-18 from Abizi as he dominates the map 3.
Just unreal stuff from him as an individual, and this time does a little bit differently. A lot of the times when we see him on this map, it's with the rival. This time pulls out the 4th MCW, goes off in every single moment, able to earn a cruise. Had a couple of chances throughout this series if you are Seattle Surge, really map number 2 to get us to that game 4. But Atlanta FaZe do what they do best. They get themselves to a championship Sunday.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it just seems like it's going to happen every time. It's just like there's what?
Just comes down to the Sunday normally.
Death, taxes, and FaZe on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That was what Legacy series out of the Tiny Terrors. I mean, Simp just takes over map 1. Abizi doing it the rest of the way. Just insanity out of Abizi. So many highlight plays, so many multi-kills. nearly call game in the round 3. We get to a 4, but it's done.
Yeah, now Seattle Surge again, not out of this one.
True.
This is a winner's match, so I think they're gonna play Surge later on today, who they've had some very close matches with in the past. But here's just a look at the map 3 stats. Hook steps up. He didn't really get that in maps 1 and 2. Steps up for the squad. Abuza and 0-4, some solid games, but it just always felt like maybe one player was struggling. That's just the power of this Atlanta FaZe team.
No, it really is, team. Really is. But, like, yeah, 6,538. That is insane from Abizi. They get the 3-0. We'll see. I mean, this is their event to lose right now. When you think about everybody else in the losers bracket, but I mean, it's a little different than it was years and years ago, where you have maybe 2 best-of-5s in a grand final. Very much they could still be upset and lose a final, but like they've looked the best team this weekend. That is for sure.
No, they have. I would just say there's just one team left who's been their kryptonite.
Toronto.
That's Ultra. That's why they're playing this sub base more and more. You know, so yeah, there's still some question marks. Ultra very much in the tournament.
Because what? They beat them the last 3 times they faced off on land. Like, they've had their number absolutely. They can do it here again. They've got the edge just in the confidence department within that particular matchup. But I imagine vibes are flowing.